I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for the Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. Today we're going to talk about the ship's wood decks. In the 1980s, when Battleship New Jersey was recommissioned, she was the only wood deck ship in the Navy. When the 4 Iowas were finally decommissioned in 1992, the age of wood deck on ships has ended. The wood deck exists to provide insulation for the space down below. So the 1.5 inch steel bomb deck under it doesn't collect sunlight and heat the spaces beneath. It also provides traction when the deck is slippery. Now, traditionally, wood decks on Navy ships are made out of teak, 2 inches thick, 4 inches wide. Teak is expensive and it has to be imported from overseas. So in the 1980s, when the Navy was redecking this ship after she had sat in Bremerton for over a decade, they decided to go with a laminate system. So most of the areas they redecked only had a 1/2 inch of teak on top, glued down to 1.5 inches of Douglas fir. What we have found in the 2 decades since this work was done is that the teak above stays in pretty good shape, but the Douglas fir beneath has rotted away entirely. We're in the process of a 5-year, $3 million plan to redeck the entire ship. Our volunteer deck force is out here Monday through Thursday tearing up decks so that our paid staff can lay new decking. Here's an example of the laminate that the Navy used in the 1980s. You can see the top doesn't look too bad where it's teak. On the underside, the Douglas fir is thoroughly rotted. Here you can see where it's glued together and how the rot has taken the lower section. To support our deck project, we're selling the good teak that we recover in the ship's store. If you would like to support us, buy some of our teak, donate to the ship, or come out and volunteer with our deck force. I'm here in our temporary carpenter shop with Jay Baker, the ship's carpenter, and Mike Shannon, the ship's painter. Mike will be treating the steel underneath of the wood and applying preservative coatings, and then Jay will be laying down the new decking. This shack will be here for the next 5 years while we're doing the work, and then it'll be removed, and the final piece of decking will be in the footprint of the shop. I'm up on the Admiral's Flag Bridge right now, where we've already completed the redecking process. We started with the highest points, where the steel beneath was thinnest and wasted through the most, and have been working our way down. We've finally gotten to the main deck. Your support is vitally important to the preservation and operation of the vessel. Please consider donating or coming out and volunteering with our crew. Also, remember to check back every Friday for new content, and like, share, and subscribe and spread the word.